Good morning, everyone. Are you ready to have fun with words today? Today, we are going on a little adventure into the world of parts of speech. Parts of speech are the different kinds of words that help us build sentences, like puzzle pieces that fit together to make meaning. But guess what? We are not just going to be talking about parts of speech. No, what we are going to be doing, we are going to be playing with them. How are we going to be playing with parts of speech, you might ask? Well, using this. Ta-da! This is our parts of speech spinning wheel. We are going to spin the wheel and see which part of speech the arrow lands on. But before we play, we need to warm up our brains and revise parts of speech. Firstly, what are parts of speech? Parts of speech are word types that help us build sentences, a bit like building blocks. The five parts of speech that we will focus on are verbs, adjectives, common nouns, prepositions, and lastly, proper nouns. Alright, the first part of speech that we will revise today are verbs. Verbs are action words. Verbs tell us what someone or something does. If you look at the girl with orange hair on the right, what is that girl doing? Yes, that girl is sitting on the floor. The girl sits on the floor. What is the verb in the sentence? The verb is sit. Why? Because the girl is doing an action. Now look at the girl above her. What is that girl doing? Yes, that girl jumps in a puddle. What is the verb in that sentence? The verb is jump. Why? Because the girl is doing an action. Alright, guys, let's do a small activity. I want everyone to stand up from their seats, and now I want you to act out a verb. Yes, good job, guys. Running and dancing are all verbs. Let us talk about the next part of speech. Common nouns. A common noun is a word that names a general person, place, thing, or animal. It does not name something specific. For example, words like girl, city, dog, and school are all common nouns because they do not tell us which girl, which city, or which dog. Now, I want all of you to look carefully around the classroom and name me a few common nouns. Yes, well done, kids. Table, chair, book are all common nouns. Does everyone understand common nouns? Good job. Let's move on to the next part of speech. So, we have learned what common nouns are. Now, adjectives are used to describe nouns. Adjectives are describing words. They tell us more about a person, place, animal, or thing. They make the sentence more interesting. They can tell us about the color, the shape, the size, or how something feels. For example, the red ball bounced. Red is an adjective because it describes how the ball looks. I want you all to look at your pencils and describe them to me. Yes, some pencils are long, some are short. Long and short are both adjectives. Some of your pencils are yellow and some of your pencils are red. Yellow and red are both adjectives. This is why adjectives are so important. They can help us differentiate between stuff. The fourth part of speech that we will revise are proper nouns. Proper nouns are special names. A proper noun is a special name for a person, place, or thing. Did you know a cool fact about proper nouns is that they will always start with a capital letter. It does not matter if the proper noun is at the beginning of a sentence, in the middle of a sentence, or at the end of a sentence. A proper noun must always start with a capital letter. Now, can anyone tell me what is the name of the city that we live in? Yes, we live in Pietermaritzburg. Every city and every country in the world is a proper noun. What is the day of the week today? Yes, today is Tuesday. Every single day of the week and every single month of the year is a proper noun and must always start with a capital letter. Now, can anyone give me a few examples of proper nouns? The final part of speech that we will revise are prepositions. Prepositions tell us where something is. Now, I want you to look at the pink-haired girl on the slide. What is that girl doing? Yes, the girl sits on a chair. The preposition in that sentence is on because it tells us where she is. What about the other girl in the picture? What is she doing? Yes, it looks like the girl is hiding under a table. The preposition in that sentence is under. Why? Because it is showing us where the girl is. Other examples of prepositions are above, next to, in between, in, under, on. Can anyone give me a few more examples of prepositions? Okay, right. So now that we have finally revised the 5 parts of speech, we can finally play our game. This game is called Spin the Wheel. I will spin the wheel and it will land on one of the parts of speech, something like noun, adjective, or verb. Each group will take turns. When it is your group's turn, I will spin the wheel, and whatever it lands on, you have exactly 30 seconds to come up with 3 words that match the part of speech. So, for example, if it lands on common noun, you will have to quickly say shoe, hat, pen. Be quick and work together. All right, ready? Let's spin the wheel. Okay, was that fun, guys? Okay, so now I have a little homework for you. Let us look at this activity. The activity says that I'm going to spin the wheel 3 times. Then you have to provide a definition for each part of speech. Then you have to provide 2 examples for each part of speech. Thirdly, you have to make a sentence using the examples that you gave me in question 2. All right? Okay, good job, guys.